Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zori, the Poetic Mystic, and this is the Poetic Mystics Tarot. If you're like returning to my channel and this is the first reading you see off rip, I did change my whole brand name, School of Thoughts, to the Poetic Mystic. My Instagram is now the Poetic Mystic. Okay, I have all that like somewhere in the video. I'll probably try to put it in this little area, or whatever. Just keep you updated. So hope everybody's well. So this video is going to be for the full moon in Gemini. So actually I wanted to talk, new moon, sorry. So sorry. New moon in Gemini. That's happening tomorrow. I did want to talk about, I want to pull cards for, the energies coming and how we can, maneuver them and what to expect and things like that. But I also wanted to share a new technique that I'm trying as far as like manifesting. So I was like strongly led to it. Like, I just feel like I went through a major like ascension and spirit's like, okay, now you're here, let's get this shit on the road, you know what I'm saying? So because you're really going to do this. So the method that I was drawn to is called scripting, and I actually watched another video about it from someone else. Her YouTube is Shanetta's Divine Tarot. You probably know who she is because she has a lot of she's really popular, but she's also, her personality just makes you want to watch her videos. She's just so bubbly and just always so happy. And it's just like, I wish I could embody that energy. And I actually watched a video about her recently, and she's a Leo, and I'm an Aquarius. So we're like opposite signs. She was saying, yeah, she loves Aquarius and yada yada. And I'm just like, I don't know how you do, because not that I don't love Leos, but the energy is just so. And then I like grew up with the Leo, and some, the Leos who are not aligned, them some motherfuckers. Okay, so growing up was just pretty crazy, but I love her energy. Like, I think she's drawn to the energy because the energy's different, so I think that's what it is for me too. It's just like the energy is just so bubbly and just so like inviting, like you can't really be mad about it. Like, but anyway, so I actually watched her video about it, and that's where I got my information from, like hers. And I don't think I really watched many others, but I looked it up and like read about it and stuff. But so basically scripting is like when you're manifesting, but you write about it as if you already have it. So if you were to include, so what you do is you get a journal just for scripting, apparently just for scripting. You can't be having, your scripts all over in different, I have a million journals, okay? You can't have them in all different journals, like one journal just for scripting. Some people even go, well, she said, I don't know if she does. I'm going so far as to say I have one pen for this journal. This is my pen for the journal. This is my journal. And this is my crystal that charges it. And inside of it is black tourmaline. And this crystal actually chose it. Like, I'm telling you, Spirit had just been aligning all this stuff in my life. I went into the store, the metaphysical shop, because I kept being led to it. And like, y'all, I have not been trying to spend money. Spirit is like, we are giving you this money. Spend that shit, okay? So they really, I don't know. So this was one of the stones I was led to. And obviously, like, it's a pyramid prism thing. But on this black tourmaline inside, and it just kept making its way closer and closer to my journal. Like, I would pick it up and put it down. Anytime I put it down, it was always nearer and nearer to my journal until it just screamed at me one day. It was like, I was like, oh. So every time I'm done, I put this crystal on top of my journal, and that is where this crystal sits. It's on top of my journal. So you can dedicate a crystal to it. I'm dedicating my pen to it. This is just for scripting. So what you do is, and I'm not going to like show you guys what I wrote and everything, but I date it at the very top. And then you just write about, what you want to manifest, but you write about it as if you already have it. So like if you want to manifest a new, I don't know, a new job. You're going to write about your job as if you have that job already. Thank you so much, Spirit, for my job. I love it. The hours are perfect for my needs. Like, I get to, go to work. I can go home and chill, or pick up the kids and cook and go jog. I could do all that. They're respectful there. It's like a family. I feel at home. Whoa, sorry. I talk too fast, y'all. Sorry. But, yeah, so you just talk about it. Guys, I promise, like, I coughed. Jesus. Everybody okay now? Okay. I keeps it with me, like, I'm okay, nothing happened. I choked on my spit a little bit. That's all. But yeah, the friend of mine says, don't be like the rest of them, darling. But yeah, so you can, whatever. So that's what you do for that. But like, if you want to manifest, like, I don't know, a relationship, talk about the person as if they're already there. how they treat you, how you would want them to treat you. So they're so kind to me. They're very considerate. They take their time to get to know me. They're patient with me. Just whatever. You talk about it as if you already have it. I'm just such a vivid like person. I'm just so, I don't know. I have a very vivid imagination. So like when I write, I'm almost telling a story. Like today I woke up in my new apartment and I looked over out the window and the view was beautiful. Like I do. That's how I begin it in. But yeah, so that's what I do. And that is a new way to manifest for me. And I honestly believe that stuff's going to happen. Like, so I'm writing about, I feel it in my soul and I know it. And once it does, I will definitely come back to y'all and update y'all and let you know what happened, because I know it will. But yeah, so, oopsie. That is my technique for scripting I just started. And specifically with this new moon in Gemini is when I started it. Now, also this new moon in Gemini, I did a ritual. And this ritual is for my desires and, again, manifestations. And so the ritual was pretty much, I laid down a white sheet because you're going to make a circle out of salt, out of sea salt. And so I didn't feel like getting salt off of the actual floor, right? So I bought a white. First of all, why are sheets so expensive? Why does it cost $20 to get 2 sheets and 2 pillowcases? I'm confused, but anyways, I got the white because the black was $21 and the white was $18. Should have said fucking got the black, but I got the white. So I recommend black if you're going to get a sheet because you can see the salt better on the black. On the white, I could barely see it. So I had to go back over it with like pink Himalayan sea salt, just so I could see the circle, But you're going to make a circle on the sheet. You're going to stand in the middle with the sea salt. Just make a circle. And then you're going to create a, I call it a star, but I guess it's called a pentagon, I don't know, 5 sides. I think it's called a pentagon, 5 sides. If you draw a star, you'll have those, those 5 sides. So you basically just draw a star in the middle, so you have 5 points. You get 5 candles. I guess you can use like 5 black candles. That would be the most intense. I don't think that's recommended for beginners. So if you are just starting to do rituals and get into your witchy bag, what I started off with was 2 black candles, a white candle, and then I got the green and the red one, because I'm manifesting. And, I know the green is for, money and abundance. And I feel like the red is for spirituality, protection, ascension. And this one was actually the root chakra candle, in particular for well-being. So, yeah, there's that. But I put, as long as there's a black candle at the head, you're golden. And then you're going to include your 4 elements. So your 5 candles are your fire. And then I did put different stones and crystals that I have at each station. That was my earth element. I did light some incense. Air, of course, Page Palo Santo before you do it. Clear your space. I did anoint myself with Florida water. I did take a spiritual bath beforehand as well. And then, so your water element, you're going to get a cup of water. I used alkaline water, so I say just get the most purest water you could find. I almost even bought distilled water, because you're going to charge it with your intentions and then drink it after the whole ritual is over, okay? And then the last pinnacle, the 5th element is spirit, which is you, your body, your soul, your mind, yeah. And then for my spiritual bath, I pretty much did the same thing. I anointed myself with Florida water. I put Florida water in the bath, put sea salt in there, pink Himalayan sea salt. I have some herbs. Right here. Rose petals, chamomile, lavender, peppermint. There was so I actually have like a conjunction of like a bunch of them together. And there was one there called red raspberry leaf. I don't recommend because it like bleeds. I don't recommend that. It makes me feel like it's artificial or something, which I don't know how I felt about that. But sorry guys. But yeah, lit some candles and like that, yeah. So in the ritual, basically each pinnacle with the element represents your desires. So fire, your spiritual desires, your passions, your pursuits. Earth, your physical desires, love, whatever you want physically to manifest, an apartment, a car, a job, whatever. Water, your emotional needs for stability, for control of your emotions, yada yada. And then what? Air, mental stability, if you have like, if you suffer from like mental anxiety or like depression or any just mental illnesses or whatever, that would be that. And then, you know, spirit, body, your growth, your ascension, just who you are. And you'll spend time looking at each point. You'll focus on a point. You gotta go to the next one. Visualize manifestations. Say it out, I mean, not out loud, but in your mind. Next point, visualize, say it in your mind. Next point, visualize, say it in your mind. You know, until you make it back to the center. And then you say, the magic is done with harm to none. So mote it be. There it is, done. And you say that, ritual over. Go drink your water. Boom. That's what I did. That was my ritual. And I scripted. I wrote down. So I scripted. I think I took my spiritual bath first, did my scripting, and then I did the ritual. Did all that. But I actually script every day. I'm trying to do it every morning and every night. So I have like one side that has a date, you know, it's like AM next to it, and I'll have the other one, same date, but have PM next to it. So there you go. First 10 minutes of the video. If you're interested in, you know, ritual and how to manifest for this new moon in Gemini, let's get into the reading and see what's going to come for us. Okay. So I'm going to pull from my Queen of the Moon Oracle about what to expect with this new moon in Gemini. Spirit, what information can we reveal to the collective for the new moon in Gemini? What information does the collective need to know or be mindful of for the new moon in Gemini? What is happening in the collective for the new moon in Gemini? Okay, and this new moon has definitely been making announcements like, I'm coming. I'm coming. You ready for me yet? Hey, like, y'all, this energy has been so strong. Like, that's why I'm in Sotel. It's been overwhelming. Like, my mind, I just had to get away to get my mind together in order, because this energy is strong. But because it's so strong, it's also the perfect moon to manifest with. Okay, that's why I've been doing all my little manifesting, and I believe it's going to happen. Like, I'm really proud of myself, y'all. Like, I'm really happy with the progress I'm making, and just for the clarity that I now have over my life and, you know, my purpose and things. Okay. I halfway want to shuffle again because these cards like just came out in the same ones. Okay, because I'm just not connecting, so I'm gonna just put them back in there and I'm gonna mix them up. Because I pulled from this deck in my just like recent video, and these same cards came out. And in the same, you know, I feel I don't want, you know, for them to come out just because they're next to the other cards, so. I just saw the discernment cards. I think they're talking to me, telling me like I should have kept the cards. But if they're going to come out, they should just come out. You know, they'll come out again. But they all came, I mean, like, y'all, literally, it was like every single, Jesus, I don't know. The fourth card, I mean, I can't even talk, y'all. It was 4 cards that came out, but it was like, I mean, it's like 6 or 7. But the cards that came out were the cards that had just come out. So, like, I couldn't, I want to get more. I don't feel done. I want to get one more. And you know when you get a new deck, so the cards are like sticky. That's how it feels. See? None of those same cards came out. Alright. So, we have card 8, which is the path straight up into the cosmos. So I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about each card as I pick them up. I was gonna show you all 4, but I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about them as I get the downloads. A lot of us, so if you watched my previous video with the crystals, this was like briefly touched upon, but it's like a lot of us are aligning to our path, okay? And when I say your path, I mean your higher calling. You see how it's going, the ladder's going to the stars. What I'm also getting with this is you're going to transcend a lot of people's expectations, a lot of just what they perceive to be possible or to be true. The lifestyle that you're pursuing is not going to be one where you bring like everybody with you. This ladder's thin and frail, you know. So it's like, but look love where you're going though. Just abundance, like just just beautiful. Just it looks peaceful, it looks calm, it looks serene. So it's like I feel like you're choosing the higher path for your highest good. That's going to lead you to where you need to be, as far as being along your path. But I do feel it's a path that not many people are going to support you on. And you're going to have to hold on. So this card 25, which is a 7, and it's called resistance. And she's got the whole world in her hands. You know what I'm saying? She could do it herself. She can do it. She's got spirit backing her up. She's got Mother Nature. She's got the birds. Like she's strong. It's resistance. You're resilient. I'm really getting with this woman in Gemini. I feel like you're coming out of the cave as far as expression of what you're going to be doing and how you're going to be moving forward. And you're going to be attracting a lot more attention. People are going to be seeing it more. People that, not that you've been hiding it from people, but I don't feel like you've been so forward. Maybe this is a path that you already knew people, a lot of people wouldn't support or expect you to do, or, whatever. And I feel like Spirit is telling you you're doing the right thing. You have to understand and just remember that it is for your highest good. Okay, and everything you need, you'll have. You have it. You can do it. Like, you're going to be fine. I think Spirit just wants you to know that you're going to really have to have some resistance. You're going to have to really fight back, defend yourself. You're going to have to defend yourself. I just pulled from the crystals, again, in my other video, from my crystals deck, in the first 3 hours about healing, but they are blue cards. And blue is all about your throat chakra and your throat chakra energy and expressing yourself, communicating, living your truth. There's even like, blue shades and things here. I feel like, oh yeah, not a blue. It's like dark blue, because it's the sky. But I feel like there's a lot of, you're going to have to defend yourself. I feel like you may be a person, or you may have just thought like, oh, I can just do it, under the radar and just do what I got, what I'm saying? But there comes a point where you're going to have to defend your business, yourself, who you are, what you're doing. And you're going to have to be comfortable and confident enough to do that. And so I feel like the new moon is Gemini is they're asking you to beef up on that. And that makes sense too for me, even because I was led to a lot of black tourmaline this weekend, over this past week. Like I fought like a lot of black tourmaline, and I think it's because like as I move into my purpose and as I do what I do, I acquire haters. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't help it. Neither can you. It's life. It's gonna happen. But when you got haters, you're doing something right? People are always gonna try to talk you out of the shit that you want to do, because God wants to know, how bad do you want it? Are you gonna back down because somebody said, oh, you shouldn't do that? Why are you doing that? That's this, da-da-da-da. Whose truth are you going to stand in? Yours or theirs? Sorry, my glasses be looking crooked. They probably are. But next we have card 18, pleasure. This is exactly where your path is leading you. And I feel like, this is the next card, except this card 4. That's also a 9 when we break it down. So 8, oh wow, so that's progression. So we have 7, 8, 9 already out. A lot of progression, a lot of forward movement. Like I really feel like this is a lot of energy going on right now. Like a lot of moving, a lot of decision making. It's all good though. Like it's very positive. But you're going to come in because of some people and some things that's going to try to throw you off. I'm just saying, they're going to try to throw you off course. They're going to tell you, oh, you shouldn't do this. Your thing is you cannot become a victim to your emotions. You have to let that shit go in one ear and out the motherfucking other. Okay, because you know who you are, you're doing it for a reason, you know your truth, own that, and be confident in that, and know that you're doing it, and God loves you, and God is protecting you, and God has your back because God told you to do this, and it's helping other people, and it's helping yourself, and it makes you happy, and it fulfills you. So remember all that shit before somebody come to you trying to talk about, well, why are you doing that? Why don't you just do this? You should do this. I was going to say like my name because people love telling me what I should do. And I just don't get it. Like, I am the most out of the box, out of the ordinary person that you would ever, I'm not saying that you'll ever meet, but for my family, I'm the most out of the box person that y'all know. So like, don't tell me what to do. Up until this point, I make all my decisions. And yes, we all make poor decisions sometimes. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I'm not saying every decision I've made has been the best decision. I'm not saying that I haven't deserved some of the consequences that I've got. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is I made it to this point. And I'm a pretty wise person. People trust me. When I give you advice, people trust my advice, okay? Y'all don't feel that way for no reason, So it's just like people are going to try to tell you a whole lot of stuff about who you should be. So you tell them, okay, but this is who I'm gonna be. Okay? Period. Period. They'll accept it. You want to know why? Because they ain't got no choice. That's why. And if you don't accept it, guess the fuck what? We don't care. We don't care. I made a note on my channel to stop cursing because I read something that, you know, I'm trying to get monetized eventually. People be on here like, oh, okay, let me not. I'm not trying to mock anybody. I'm not even going to say it. Forget it. I'm not going to mock anybody. But what I will say is I'm trying to get monetized. And I did read that, you know, people who curse might not get monetized. So I'm kind of in the middle about that, but I feel like, you know, it's meant to happen what happened, and this is my personality, and this is how I express myself, and then, you know, so be it. I don't have to cuss as much as I do, but for me to, like, not curse at all, my guides curse, so it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard, so I think they understand. Spirit, can I please have some tarot to support what is coming for this new moon in Gemini? I keep looking over because my phone is active. Spirit, what can we tell the collective about the new moon in Gemini and the energies that are coming with it? How can we maneuver this? Brand new freaking cycle. Brand spanking new. And people are not liking it. Brand motherfucking, sorry, I said that hard too. That was a hard F word. That wasn't even a soft one. Wow. 9 of Wands. Sorry, we have Scorpio energy out here. Temperance with the Sag energy. What? Y'all, come on. God, the universe is literally giving you everything that you need to enter this brand new cycle into something that you thought was over, something that left you wounded, broken down, something you was like, goodness gracious, and now you're finally making the decision to come out of this energy and move towards your path, and God is like, I got you, like, I see you. 9 of Pentacles, I freaking see you, independent. Because temperance to me is always divine intervention. I feel like God is giving you what you need so that you can do what you got to do. Like, they're giving you what you need so that you can get the blessing that they have in store for you. Like, so for example, you're trying to get an apartment. They're giving you the money you need to do what you got to do to get your apartment. You know, because they want you to have the apartment. Like, the apartment is the blessing, so I'm going to give you the money to get the apartment. You know, like, it's like that. Like, this is beautiful. 9 of Pentacles. Single person. I mean, like, just a single and abundant. Like, having everything that you need. Next up is 10 of Pentacles. Wow, this is beautiful. Wow. I can't make it up if I wanted to. The Wheel of Fortune. It's all turning in your favor. It's over, boo-boo. Everything's becoming clear now. Everything's becoming clear. Everything you have worked for. Balance. Everything. King of fucking Pentacles. Wow. Everything. This is really beautiful. This is hard. I like this. New moon in Gemini. But like I said, okay, so now I'm getting more vibes. Not only are you gonna have haters, but the hater. So some of y'all might have one person in particular really hating on you, but I feel like you're attracting attention. You're going to handle the attention, but most of it is coming from jealousy. People are jealous. People see the blessings that you're receiving. What they don't know is what all you went through to get to this point here. Before all this started coming in for you, before you could see the other side, before you could see the brightness, and before you can manifest what your heart's truly desiring, before you could, really dedicate yourself to your life path, you had to go through all that shit that left you broke down, abandoned, and abused. But one thing you didn't do was give up, and one thing you didn't do was stop trusting spirit. And so now your fruition is coming in for you, and you're going to have people that are jealous of that because they can't see the frequency at which this is coming for you, if that makes sense. Like they're not able to perceive it. They see it as one thing only, and they see it as competition, and they're jealous. And their jealousy is going to manifest as hate, as talking about you to other people, as some of y'all, I just heard public humiliation. So some of y'all somebody might go so low as to try to publicly humiliate you in front of somebody else. You might not be aware of the public humiliation, but there may be like other people who know about maybe something that you confided in somebody about. This is getting very specific. So you might have confided in somebody about something, and they're like laughing at you to other people behind your back. And it's crazy that these energies are coming out from this deck because I literally pulled these cards for myself. So can I have one more, please, Spirit? Thank you. Okay. Then what was I just talking about? What was I just saying? Okay, I didn't even see this. The bottom of this deck is protected. Whoops. I don't know what I thought was going to happen, but it wasn't that. Sorry, y'all. I'm like a perfectionist. I got to have all my stuff the way I need it. I don't know if that was on this side or this side, but we'll put it there. This was on this side. Okay. But yeah, bottom of the deck, this deck is protection. 24. You're protected. You are protected from all this energy, all the negative people trying to come in your life, all the just whatever. Like, you're protected in that sense, but you're also protected in the sense that, like, what you're doing right now, it's really going to bring you exactly what you're looking for. All your happiness, your abundance, everything that, you thought you would never get, but you didn't give up. You kept being a good person. You just kept, playing that role because you knew your loyalty wasn't dependent upon what you got back in return. Your loyalty was dependent upon you trying to be a good person. And that is what's being rewarded. That is why these beautiful blessings are coming in for whoever this resonates with. Now, out of this deck, out of my Animal Spirit Oracle, the bottom of the deck was, I'm telling you, what was I just talking about? It's card 10, Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. And didn't I just say they're giving you everything you need to move forward? Because they're trying to give you stuff. Like, they're just like, oh, I have this for you, and this, and this, and this, and this. And the Queen of Pentacles is peeking out of my tarot deck, too. I'm telling y'all, see, I got some money. And people are jealous. All right, first card out was card 22, Dragonfly Spirit. Truth transcends illusion. And I feel like, so this new moon, I feel like it's bringing a lot of shit to the light. All right? A lot of motherfuckers you thought was on your team ain't on your motherfucking team. Oh, I'm just playing. But no, dead ass though. A lot of stuff is being brought to the surface. Is being brought to the forefront with this new moon. I feel like that card is asking for you to look at it for what it really is. Don't persuade yourself into thinking it's something else, or, oh, it looks like this, but maybe it's not, or if you feel a certain type of way, but then they say something, and you're just like, oh, it's okay. And like, no, no. Your truth, it transcends that. You have to be firm in that. You have to be confident in that, because if you keep letting people do that or getting over on you because you want to stay in your bubble or see the good in everybody, you're going to keep getting walked over. So at some point, you have to grow up and you have to mature out of that. Like, give people what they give you. You know what I'm saying? Don't exert more energy than that. As a matter of fact, everybody don't deserve shit. So don't even give your energy to people who don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like, really become the protector of your own energy. When you get up in the morning and go to sleep, shield yourself. Call your energy back to you. Cut off any cords, anybody holding on to you, and try to, use your energy and shit. Cut all that shit off and shield yourself. And then go to sleep. So that, your energy ain't everywhere. People ain't calling on you and da-da-da-da-da. Sorry, guys. Okay. Then we have card 7, Bee Spirit. Sweet results await. I told y'all. Y'all got some things coming. Card 2, life is speeding up. Ooh, that's 222. Life is speeding up. Life speeding up. Life speeding up. You have to come for you. And then card 41, Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. And I feel like because you've been embodying this energy, even though it's been hard, it's been tough. It's been tough to see the love in situations. But you've been doing it. And because of that, that is why you, my friend, are being blessed. I sincerely hope that resonated with you because I know it did for me. So, in the beautiful, just everything coming for you with this new moon, please manifest, do what you got to do. Give your thanks. Gratitude is so severely important. Give thanks, okay? If you are not thankful for what you have, more cannot manifest into your life because you're not on that frequency, that wavelength of more. You're on the wavelength of lack mentality. I ain't got enough. Can't do this because I ain't got that. Can't do this because I ain't got that. Let me tell y'all, I have lost my job multiple times in the past year, okay? I have been in my own apartment. I have been living with parents. I have been spending so much time with other people. My energy's just been all over the place. I've been broke. I've been in debt, can't pay people back. I have been everything. And everything just changed. I'm proof that everything literally, it just changed. It changed because going through all that, I was still giving thanks. Like, I'm going to tell you something personal. Okay? I don't know if I want to tell y'all because this is just like a pride thing for me. And I almost want to cry because it really fucked me up when it happened. But, so long story short, I had an apartment. I was doing my thing. I had to go. Some shit happened at my job and some shit hit the fan and I had to go. And before I went, my lights got cut off. I didn't know they were going to cut off. I made a payment. After my shit got cut off, I went to my things. I was like, I had paid them. Turns out that payment was returned. I never knew that. They never told me it was returned. They never said it didn't go through. And I had no idea it didn't go through. I didn't know anything. They were just cut off. And at the point they were cut off, I was already so far in the hole, I can't pay to get them turned back on. And so, it was hard. And nobody knew. I had to learn a lesson about pride. But at that point, I still didn't want to ask for help. I still didn't want to ask anybody for help. I was like, no. I'm going to figure this shit out. And so, what I was doing was, when your lights go off, you got hot water for maybe, a day or two, and then it's gone. And so, I was literally, I would leave and I would go to either my dad's house or my mom's house, and I would just take a shower while nobody was there. And while I was doing that, I was still in my head, thank you for having me, giving me a place to take a shower. Thank you for giving me hot water. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for giving me a car so I can get over here to do this. Thank you for this option. There's always an option. There's always something in the midst. When I'm telling you, I was depressed, y'all, for 4 months. 3, 4. Honestly, I've gone through so much shit, and I was depressed longer than that. But when that shit was going on, it was rock bottom. And I was depressed for 4 months. I couldn't wake up without crying. I was crying all day. So even in the midst of all that shit going on, I'm still just thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be worse. What I'm trying to say is, you always have an option. You always have the choice to see things from another perspective. So that's what I did, and it's been a while for me to get to this point, but I never would have got here if I didn't, well, number one, learn the lessons, but number two, I would never be here if I just wasn't so thankful. You know what I'm saying? Just thankful, because I'm thankful for a lot of stuff, even in the midst of all that. And that was hard for me to tell, because that was an embarrassing moment for me. Y'all, depressed, okay? Don't talk to me. Depressed. And just to see the shift that my life has taken, and to see how it's I can see everything from a bird's eye view now. It's my perspective is from up here. And so when things go on in my life with other people or things that happen, I see it from up here. I see it for what it is, and I can maneuver. You know what I'm saying? I didn't used to have that capability. Like I used to just get lost in my shit. But through a lot of self work and a lot of self love, like through all that shit, like yeah, you're learning your lessons, but you have to love on yourself because we are human and we all got lessons to learn. And some of them lessons are some hard ass lessons to learn. We're human. That's just how it goes. So, hope that resonated for you. Love you guys. I'll have my Instagrams and all my socials and shit somewhere on here after I edit this. But thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. Please use this new moon to your advantage, and I'll see you guys next time.